episode, we're going to ask the question: what round should the Bears start targeting skill position players? We're going to get into all that and more. First, got to play that intro though.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bears fans, we in the building today talking about these Bears. Much rather be talking about the Bears than them whack ass Bulls, bro. Them press
They
conferences
loud.
piss me the fuck off. But we ain't gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna let my trauma come in right now when it comes to the Bulls. But we got a way more positive team to talk about with a way more positive outlook right now, and that is the Chicago Bears. Now, a lot of the questions around the Bears right now are, some Bears fans want to see the Bears go at number 9, go after Bijan Robinson or go after Jackson Smith and Jigba. But, I think all three of us are kind of on the same page. We doubt that the Bears are going to target a skill position player that early. But that brings the question: what round should the Bears start targeting skill position players? Who wants to take this one away first?
Go ahead, nephew.
I would say that you start looking at it probably that third round, unless it's just rumors and stuff, nothing solidified. Unless you get your second pick back from Pittsburgh. Maybe if something like that happens, or another team might be like, hey, we want to move up to 9 and you move back, but we need another 2. But I think they should really just look at the third round. I still think that you need another defensive tackle. You need to look at defensive end and some more linemen first. And then you start to fill out after that, because I believe that they could still get good talent in that third round and later. So
yeah, I'll piggyback off that on the third round, but I also would like to say this: that one of them second round picks, if somebody's unbelievable and you got them on your board, a cornerback or what do you say, a wide receiver? Maybe not a wide receiver, but it's something. It's something else. Yeah. If a cornerback or something is out there in the second round and you really love this kid, go and get him. But I'm with nephew. You wait to those latter rounds. Let's get those positions of needs, and that's in the trenches. We need some defensive line help and some offensive line help. Let's see to that first before we dwell into any other positions. That's what I think.
I agree. The way that I look at it is this is such a trenches heavy draft, and that's where our biggest spot of need right now. I know Bears fans want to see wide receiver, want to see running back, but real talk, those positions, basically anybody that we do draft that, unless they're amazing, isn't going to come in and play a heavy role in that first season. It just doesn't seem like it. What we need is the defensive line and offensive line taken care of. So because of that, not necessarily that I have a round in mind, but I do think that you got to address those areas first. Like you said, unless somebody God forbid, if somebody that you thought was going to go, that they had in their board was going to go in the 20s, and somehow they're there for you when your second round pick comes aboard, you draft them. You keep it moving. Don't ask no questions. You keep it moving at that point. But other than that, man, I just don't see it. For me, I know Bijan Robinson is there and he's amazing. He's going to be an amazing back. But then I look at the back that's probably going to go about round 5, and that's Chase Brown. If you do want to go at running back, you can get him in round 4 or 5, and he can come in and he only ranks second to Bijan Robinson in a lot of the key statistical areas. So I'm probably saying maybe round 3 at the earliest, but maybe more likely round 4 is where the Bears probably start going best available.
And I'm gonna say this: if we pick a Bijan Robinson in with the 9th pick, I'm gonna be really fucking upset, bro. I know he a great player, bro, and I think that Ryan Poles had himself a great, just an absolutely great free agent off season. But if he start this draft with that pick, it is gonna be. It's gonna be part 2 with me. You know what I'm saying? Because last year it was kind of crazy, but it evened out a little bit once the season went through itself. It evened out a little bit. But if he was to go and get that guy at 9, I would be pissed off, bro.
Yeah, I would. And then to me, honestly, I don't even see how that even makes sense. You got Khalil Herbert, who they came out and said who he can be. Ready to take over that spot now that David Montgomery is gone. They said that. They said they believe Khalil Herbert is ready. And y'all go and add somebody who y'all said y'all want to entice a competition between them two and Deontay Foreman. Yeah, they said that. So if they switch it up and go do number 9 and go get Robinson, it would absolutely make no sense to me. It would be probably one of the dumbest moves Poles has made, if we be honest.
But
great point.
Yeah. Has he really did a dumb move, though? He ain't really did a dumb move.
He did some unexpected stuff, but I don't think he's done dumb stuff.
Like I mean, going Jaquan Brisker and as early as he did was unexpected. A lot of people thought wide receiver at that point, but it wasn't a dumb move at all. It ended up working out. Like I would much rather have Jaquan Brisker on this team right now. I know Cdubb may not. You still want Pickens, don't you, Cdubb?
No, I'll take Jaquan Brisker.
Oh, I was about to say, now that we got DJ Moore, I haven't asked you since we got it, but now that we got DJ Moore, it's like, all right, cool. Like, so I don't know, man. He's made some moves that at the time I questioned. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like what we got back for Roquan at first, like it was like, oh, okay, but it ended up working out because then they immediately turned around and traded for Claypool. So, it all kind of like for Ryan Poles and the way that he works, you really can't evaluate what he does until it's completed. He really does have it's all pieces of a puzzle that fit together. And usually you don't see that full puzzle until like now we won't see it completely until the draft's over with. And so that's when we'll start having be able to really evaluate all these moves. But I can't see him going Jackson Smith or Bijan. And I know some Bears fans are gonna hate hearing that, but it's not coming.
Yeah, I don't see that the wide receiver pickup going that early either. I just don't think it. Again, it'll be something that doesn't make sense to me. You got 3 solid wide receivers, and if you get Njigba, what he's gonna be the number 4 with all that talent, I just don't see that it makes sense right now to spend a pick that high on somebody you're gonna be throwing in at the number 4 wide receiver spot. That just wouldn't make sense.
Like, if we was to go, we know we need the trenches. What position would you guys would be like, okay, I'm good with that at 9. Okay. Well, let's see what happens with that pick. Is it the running back? I'll be pissed off as a running back. With a wide receiver, I feel like I'll be like, what are you doing? Okay, let's see. You know what I'm saying?
If we didn't trade for DJ Moore, yes, I wouldn't have that question anymore. But now that we have a true number 1 and we're trying to see how Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney factor in now with a true number 1, and if they, going back to those natural positions, if we get more out of them, we still need to improve the offensive line to do that. So even then, like until you do get the offensive line together to a degree, and they've made some work on it, don't get me wrong, but like until you really get that improved, like you can add all the skill position players in the world. If Justin Fields is still running for his life, we ain't never gonna get a look at him for real.
For real.
That's a fact.
That's facts. Because you got, to me, like I said, man, in my mock draft, you literally, I don't believe that they need this crazy amount of offensive linemen anymore, but you definitely still got to lock up the line. There's still work to be done on there. Maybe you look at a center. I wouldn't draft a center number 9. That'll probably be something I'd be like, hold on, what we doing? But if it's a guy that Justin Fields can grow with, you can't really be mad at that.
That was what I was going to ask. Is the center out of the question with the number 9 pick? Is that just completely out of the question?
Yes, only because there are super talented centers that could be day 1 starters for you in rounds 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any center there's tackles. There's even some guards I may even be like, we don't need them, but if they draft them in the number 9, I'd be like, well, maybe. But center, no, I look at this draft specifically. The best centers that are available are probably going to go in day 2. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah, that's how I look at it too. Because I know one person who I wanted to throw out there was John Michael Schmitz. I've been high on him ever since I've seen him at the Senior Bowl. Solid. And I wouldn't be mad if they selected him, but I think that he's definitely should be selected in the 2nd round for sure.
With the 9? Nephew?
No, not with the 9 in the 2nd round.
You said okay.
I would like for him to be selected in the 2nd round, but at 9, it's gonna be, honestly, bro. It's just being posed. That man, he's strategic and he don't really give out a lot of information. He got us questioning a lot of stuff, but then when it happened, we'd be like, damn, we understand.
Oh, bro. So can I just? These are the 3 players that I think Brian Poles. I don't know what he's gonna do, but these are the 3 players that I think he's gonna pick: Paris Johnson, Jalen Carter, or the kid from Northwestern,
Skoronski.
I think those are the 3 players that's gonna go at 9.
Only because I don't think Jalen Carter is gonna fall. I agree with your list, but I'm replacing Jalen Carter with Tyree Wilson.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's
I would
fair.
see that too. And I think, that's a great point. I think Jalen Carter might go to. Please don't. Detroit.
Don't you dare.
They might try to stick it to us, bro. They know we wanted him. and they might try to stick it to us. I would not be surprised if they select him.
I think they have some good players over there. Why would they need Jalen Carter?
They still want to.
Now-
According to them, they still want to lock up the interior.
Now, one of the more recent rumors to come out is that the Tennessee Titans may be trying to move up to number 9 to draft Will Levis. That would mean that we'd get their number 11 pick, only moving down 2 spots.
I ain't mad.
What do you? I'm not. I mean, to me, if Jalen Carter's off the board by then, I mean, I still think anybody you can get at number 9, you could probably still get 11. I don't think Broderick Jones is going to go before number 11. I think Peter Skronsky will still be there as well. So yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at that
yeah.
either. I mean, because if I'm looking at it, if the man I want Jalen Carter off the board, and let's just say Tyree Wilson get off the board to Seattle or something, or however it play out, at that point, I'm like, bro, I bet I want me an offensive lineman now. Oh, Pittsburgh, you want something? Oh, Tennessee, you want something? Come on, let's take the trade back and then try to recoup something for the second round of this year's draft, and or the third round even. You can still find defensive linemen in those areas.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Haize. If Jalen Carter gets off the board, then anything's up on the table. You could trade down whatever you want.
It is something you said though, Unc. I definitely want to touch on real quick though. With the talk about the cornerback. Me, honestly, with the way that Poles thinks and his defensive head coach think, I said it once, I'm gonna say it again, and I'm on board with you because you brought it up. I will not be surprised if they select a defensive back to replace Jalen Johnson, bro.
At 9?
Not at 9. I'm just saying.
In the back.
Overall,
not at 9.
Yeah.
I would not select a cornerback with 9, but I'm just saying I wouldn't.
Oh, yes.
Unc talked about in that second round them looking at a defensive back, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And so I wouldn't be surprised if they be like Jalen Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know if they even negotiating contract extensions. That's what we were told, but we ain't heard nothing about it. What if it's not working out on another Roquan type thing?
Bro,
that could be the case. That could be the case. Somebody in the chat also mentioned that they I tried to search real quick rumors that the Bears may be shopping Eddie Jackson. I didn't see anything substantial on that.
Nothing about that.
I don't like that yet.
Not yet. I'm not ready for that yet either. That's a mid-season thing. We worry about that closer to the trade deadline. But I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's not a good idea. I hope that's not correct.
Yeah, I hope that's not correct either.
I think a lot of people trying to tie that in because Buda Baker. From
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Get his little ass out of here. Hey,
all pro safety though, so they might be. I'm just saying,
better
a lot
than
of people
Eddie Jackson, nephew.
I don't, but I'm just saying that's how a lot of these rumors start going around, and a lot of people start reading these articles and stuff. Like it's a guy on Twitter. He getting exposed right now for his fake false narrative.
I murdered that dude. Yes, but you know what bothered me about Die Hard Chicago Bulls, that page is he's bogus. But you notice he didn't respond to not one man, but he kept telling the women, "I'm gonna see you in person one day." That's a bitch, bro.
Wow.
You can't respond to women. You can't tell a woman, "Oh, I'm gonna see you in person one day," but all the men who flaming your ass, you ain't got no smoke for. Bro, that's the biggest sign of a bitch that I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry.
You already know where he on.
That's bogus. But yeah, we already know how these stuff be going around. But man, I would look. Brian Poles to me is we not Kansas City, but he definitely bringing that blueprint over. And now I don't see them paying. Bro, this evident. They not paying no running backs, and they gonna build out the cornerstone pieces. They're gonna get you some solid defensive backfield. They're gonna they're gonna have some young athletic linebackers, and they're gonna have I think Ryan Poles is really gonna lock in on trying to get his premier defensive end or defensive tackle. It's coming.
Hey, bro, but this is what I wanted to. Y'all ain't really told me. Y'all probably said it, but it's been a long. What do y'all feel about Jalen Johnson's season last season?
I think we talked about this last live.
Yeah, I think it was the last live.
Yeah,
I did.
It was cool. Like I here's what I say. I saw enough that I'm not ready to necessarily move on from him now. That's what I could say. Like I saw enough. Okay. I didn't see enough to say that either he's the surefire number one or anything like that. But I saw enough. I saw enough promise from Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, I seen some stuff, but I think that one of the things to where I was alluding to a little bit earlier is that the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Eberflus wants players, you know what I'm saying, that are able to create turnovers or get turnovers themselves. What can you do? And we know the numbers. 3-year career, 1 interception so far. A lot of the times we could say that people wasn't throwing his way. That's fair. but it's still something that people look at when you go to the table and be like, hey, I want some more money. They be like, all right, well, what have you done for us lately? And the only thing that you done for us lately is get us one interception.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Now.
Powerful. I mean, he's still only 23 years old, so there's still so much promise there.
Agreed.
But it's like, at some point, you just gotta like you keep betting on potential, you may get caught in the ass. Like that's all I can say. Like, you can only you can only bet on potential so long. So it's like at some point, yes, he has all the potential, but at some point, you got to try to re-up and get a younger guy who has just as much potential, but may show more. Like it only gets you're 23, cool, but you've been in the league what 3 years now?
Yeah.
So hey, at some point that potential got to start turning into something else, in my opinion.
Agreed. Because fucking Detroit, they just traded. They draft Jeff Okuda. They drafted him number 3 overall. They just traded him.
Yeah.
So a lot of people not gonna stick around. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you feel like you can get something better or whatever it is. But hey, I think Ryan Poles, he got the trench suit, the cigar, and the shades on, bro. He a cold brother.
I'll just say if we gonna run with Jalen Johnson, bro, he had a horrible season last year to me. I watched every game, called every game. He got beat a lot on third down.
You only started calling games halfway through the season, but I'm not here.
But I watched all of them. I watched all.
He said he was there though.
Y'all know I gotta mess with Cdubb. Y'all know I gotta
bro. One time, you know,
and he got beat a lot. I think he was out of shape, to tell you the truth. He looked a little heavy out there. Hey man, we need us a young guy in here. That's all I'm saying. That's the if at least to motivate this guy. At the least.
For sure.
I mean, hey, I understand it. I do think the Bears are going to draft a corner in this draft as well. Surprisingly enough, same first name. I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen Jones is there for them in round 4.
I like that kid.
Bro.
I like that kid, yo. What about your guy? Your guy gonna be that big Drip?
Who?
Your guy. Come on, Drip. Theodore.
Fuck no. Fuck that motherfucker. Get that motherfucker off. Is he still on the roster? Come on, please. Please get Kendall Vador up off this team, bro. Like I'll tell you what, if Kendall Vador is any higher than 4th on the depth chart, when the official depth chart's released, I'm going to fuck off, bro. At this point, hire Bobby to be the cornerback. Come on, man.
I'm gonna be out there miniature as hell on the screen.
Please don't do this Kendall Vador shit.
You know
what? I can't have another season of this.
Look at that going quack quack.
I can't have another season of this shit.
Hey, bro, did you believe it? That was the highlight of the season last year. My man Drip gave a man 2 opportunities, Joe, just to do something great, and he would buy his jersey and wear it on the episode. He never did anything, and he stayed on the team. This dude is the number 1 finesser in the NFL. How is he?
You know what's crazy is that all 3 of us have as many impact plays as Kendall Vador. Because he had none, bro. None. Like it's just wild to me, bro. It's wild to me that, like, how do I give this man 3 weeks to make 1 impact play and I say I'm gonna buy his jersey? And he couldn't make 1 impact play in 3 weeks of football. And he started 2 of those weeks because of injuries. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
That's a classic, man. I would never forget that shit, man.
Damn, a broke clock's right 2 times a day. This nigga Kendall Vador ain't never right. Like, this what we doing? Like,
that's funny, bro.
Damn, man. That was fun, man. We gonna miss some faces, man. We gonna miss Roquan. Remember we got our little pick for Roquan.
We already replaced.
Yeah, we replaced him, though. We gonna have
a hell of a linebacker.
Yeah, hell of a linebacker. Oh man, yo, we got top 5 linebacker crew,
bro. This linebacker core you know what I like about the linebacker core too? The fundamentals. They about to wrap some people up. You ain't breaking too many tackles from our linebacking core. We got a question from V-Dog. Shout out to Vern. Says, question for the panel. If you see something you like outside the first round, would y'all like Ryan and Ian to pick up as a luxury item? Who would you like to see? Man, there's so many in this draft that literally could be that, man. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily want to see them start doing that type of thing until at least after the first 2 rounds.
Let me throw one before you go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know we got DJ Moore, Chase Claypool. We'll have, if we was to get this kid, we'll have to trade Darnell Mooney, JSN for Justin Fields. That'll be a luxury item. That'll be
I don't,
more. Because I think he'll have that report.
See,
They
to
keep
me-
talking about this rapport with Justin Fields and Darnell
I
Mooney.
understand that, but to me, if you're gonna go wide receiver and you're gonna just go ahead and pull on one early and say positions be damned, Quentin Johnson is who I'd rather go after than
Okay,
Bijan
I like
Robinson.
that more. Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's
I like that.
that's a big target too.
Yeah,
but then
that's
at that case,
6'4". Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, but if that's the case, I would keep Mooney. I'll get rid of Claypool.
No.
Yes, because I would say Mooney would be the slot, and then Quentin he could play on the outside. He too damn big to be a slot.
Then your wide
He gonna
receiver profile
dominate.
is too bland, too the same. Your profile is like this. When you get Claypool, you got a different player profile. He's big, jump balls. All the receivers will be the fucking same. I need a different profile on the receiver. You know
I
what
would
I'm saying?
disagree with that. Simply, I just think Mooney would be a better inside wide receiver than Claypool.
Yeah, I think in the slot, Mooney would be more dangerous than Claypool. My personal opinion, bro.
No.
I gotta ride with Bobby on that one. Bro.
Oh,
Because
DJ Moore can line in the slot, bro. He can still be the number one in line in the slot. He gonna be in the slot
That's
anyway.
True. They can move him around.
I mean,
move him around. That's fair. But I would think, because when I watch, at least in my opinion, when I watch route runner, I believe Darnell Mooney he's a solid route runner. I think he better than.
And the rapport with Fields too, I think plays a part.
Yeah.
But where is it though? Where's this rapport?
But bro, they couldn't throw to save their lives because Justin Fields was sacked almost 60 times. I mean, I get what you're saying, and you look, you got the proof's in the pudding, right? We didn't get to see it come on the field last season, so I can't knock you for that, Cdubb, at all. But I think that if you have an improved offensive line, which we do think they're going to do in this draft, I think you do want to keep something familiar for if they were going to do it in the theoretical conversation we're having right now, that they draft a wide receiver at number 9. I think at that point, if you're going to move on from anyone, it should be the guy. It's definitely not going to be DJ Moore. It's not going to be the young guy you just drafted. I think if you're looking at Claypool and Mooney, the camaraderie between the two is what may separate it, because Claypool ain't been here for barely a cup of water.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro.
Don't forget the injury from Darnell.
Hey,
Mooney,
Dropsy been working out with Justin Fields too.
Bro, Dropsy needs to work out with the hands technique. You know,
his ass out here skipping on one leg.
You know who I need him to get with? I need him. No, I can't say the joke I was about to say. I already said something crazy.
Wait a minute. What happened?
You already had people call in about the areola.
Wait a minute. We already had.
You done already had to call in. He time, bro on the call in said I had to let my wife hear this.
Oh man, that is hilarious. I was gonna say, I'll go ahead and say, fuck it, we here now. If I need Dropsy to work with anybody, it's gonna be Tiana Trump, because her hand game is wild, bro. Like she had that man hands right. He won't be dropping nothing. That grip game would be immaculate, bro. Like send him with Tiana Trump, bro. That's all that's needed, bro.
Hey, Drake said he's voting for her for president, bro.
Where the fuck you come from with this shit? Where you come from with this Tiana Trump shit? Hey, shout out to her though. For sure.
Y'all know what we talking about, even if you're gonna act like we don't. Her the grip game with them hands, she put in work with the hands. That's all I'm gonna say.
The grip game.
She put in work with
the grip game.
This motherfucker.
That's funny. Hell no.
Oh man, that is hilarious, bro. Oh man. I don't even remember what we was talking about now. See, y'all got me saying I was trying to
who was the luxury item? Unc said.
I think that was the PG version anyway, Drew. I think that's what you gave us.
Hey, I had to listen. I realized I can't just say things as they come to my mind, because that's when you get areola jokes. So it is what it is.
Oh, bro.
I mean, for me, it'd be Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA.
Okay.
Got to be not at number 9. I'm just saying any luxury item, because we don't necessarily need a running back. That guy to me has got it. He's got it at the running back position. So,
I don't know who I go with as a luxury item. I mean, something that'll probably be a little shocking is, say, if Kalijah Cansey, right? Yeah. If he drop in the Bulls ain't doing nothing. My bad, y'all. The Bears, if they trade up to snag him, that'll be something that I would feel like it's a little unexpected, trying to see if they can get a luxury item. I don't know if I really got one though. Y'all know
I
me.
got one.
I got Big Blue, so I think Mozzie got to be on the team.
Hey, I got one. I know y'all picked up a punter. Go and get a damn kicker. Fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Fuck?
You want
Go get
bring
a
Robbie
punter, a
Gold back,
new
huh?
punter, Joe. Did y'all watch this dude last year, Joe? Go get another kicker to compete with the man or something.
Unc said draft a 7th-round kicker.
Oh, bro.
That is hilarious, bro. See, that is hilarious, bro. Cdubb and kickers is hilarious, bro. Even when they signed they punter, bro, I was like, this is a Cdubb special. I had to shout you out when I talked about it, bro.
That's funny.
That's funny, man. That's hilarious, bro. But yeah, Tiana Trump could definitely get them hands together for Velus Jones. He won't drop
Dropsy.
Won't drop nothing, bro.
Shout out to Jay Fields for working on that craft too.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Dead serious. Let's see. Baki says Dalton Kincaid would be a luxury item for me at tight end. That's a nice one, especially considering we signed a tight end. We're gonna have a nice two tight end rotation there. But yeah, Dalton definitely would be a luxury item, and he'd be a damn good one on top of that, bro.
Hey, our tight end group is really under the radar, gonna be nasty. My nephew told me this the other day, like. Tunyon is a beast route runner, bro.
He's solid, and he know the system too, so he gonna be solid.
Can I bring up Hernandez and what's the other
Gronk
and Gronk? He was talking about the 2 tight end set like back in the day.
You can get something nice. Because I think White Rhino still got a ways to. I think he can still take another step forward.
Yeah,
especially with more blocking and things like that. And now you got more wide receivers now. The where defenses they're gonna have to decide on who they want to key in on. White Rhino gonna have great opportunity.
And but be fair, he took 2 steps forward though.
He stepped forward. I still think he got another level though.
Yes,
for sure. Smear 60 with the super chat shout out. Cdubb, I thought you said Santos was your guy. That dude hates Santos.
Smith 60, stop trolling, bro. You already know me.
Great question from V-Dog here. One player we have not talked about at all this offseason is N'Keal Harry. He ain't coming back. What's the point? Like, I don't see because to me, I would rather, as much as we joke on Dropsy, I would rather give Dropsy a chance to develop than bring back N'Keal Harry at this point. What you guys think?
It was just it's not materializing with N'Keal Harry. Every time he get a chance, he either get injured or he don't produce in the game from last season. It's just not materializing. I'm straight with N'Keal Harry going into free agency and finding somewhere else to go. I think he got some tools to be good on another team, but it's just not working out with us. So yeah, I'm good with Dropsy.
I think what hurt him is when he got hurt in preseason. Because I think he was doing well. Because definitely you seen like when he did play, wasn't always the best, but he made plays, bro. He had big catches. He had some big catches here and there, but it's just something that the coaching staff was seeing that ain't click for him. Unfortunately, they ain't re-signing him, and I'm with both of y'all. Definitely got to look at to see what you can get out of Vegas, because not only is Vegas, I believe he has the talent. He just got to lock down and get them hands right. So holla at Tiana Trump, get right, and we're gonna be good. Especially, and then you add another element to the offense anyway with Vegas. I think you'll be able to add another element. You can move them around, get them in the backfield, things like that. So
it's just his availability. I think it's just his availability with N'Keal Harry.
Agreed.
Yeah, so that's what knocks him out. And hey man, go see Tiana with my man Dropsy Jones.
I'm telling you, bro. Y'all Google,
she won't mind.
Google Tiana Trump double-handed and tell me if that grip ain't right. Tell me, like I'm telling you, right
he bogus.
she ain't never dropped the ball. I guarantee you right
now. Shout out Tiana Trump.
Oh man, she's a legend. But anything left, fellas, man, before we shut it down today, man?
Hey, man, we get close to the draft. Make sure y'all stay in tune. We will be broadcasting it live. We're going to go crazy. We're going to react to it as soon as it happens. So y'all make sure y'all be there.
It's basically 2 weeks away from the draft. It goes down. Round 1's on Thursday, April 27th. That's 11 days from now. That's under 2 weeks. Hey, 11 days, we're going to be live in this bitch. So
yes, sir.
Y'all make sure y'all tuned in, man.
It's going down, man. Make sure y'all holler at me and Uncle Shabu's podcast, and y'all already know. Hit the man Haize up at CEO Haize on every social media platforms, and y'all make sure y'all enjoy this Sunday. It's gonna be some good basketball on.
Yes,
That's
sir.
facts. That's facts. Definitely gonna be some good basketball on today, man. You guys can follow us collectively at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. You want to leave a text message and a voicemail for a Friday mailbag episode, 773-242-9336. We about this mug. We love you guys, man. Bear down. Peace, y'all.